What's going on, guys? So today we are out here at Ron Hoover RV and Marine in Rockport, Texas, and we're going to take a look at this really cool Coachmen Spirit Ultralight. This has an awesome floor plan on the inside, especially for a couple or a couple with a couple small kids. Absolutely something that you might want to take a look at. Hold tight, I'll be right back. So before we get started, let's take a look at the numbers on this unit. So this has a gross vehicle weight rating of 7,600 pounds and a cargo capacity of 1,607 pounds. Rides on 14-inch tires that are D-rated. In my opinion, I would say if you're going to tow this, you really need a 3/4 ton truck to do it. 7,600 pounds doesn't seem like a lot for some trucks. There are some half-ton trucks, when properly spec'd out with all the right gear, which is actually a pretty hard truck to find, you might have the capacities you need for something like this. But unless your truck has a minimum of about 1,900 pounds worth of tongue weight capacity or cargo capacity and a towing capacity in the 10,000 pound range, this is really something a little bit too big for a half-ton truck. I would recommend putting this behind, at minimum, a 3/4 ton truck. Anyways, very cool travel trailer. This is something that is relatively new to the Coachmen line. Something I love about it is it does use Asdel construction, which is awesome. It's got a lot of similar cues to other travel trailers. Reasonable size pass-through storage. Has scissor style jacks for stabilization. Underneath, rack and pinion slide system attached to a 6-inch I-beam frame. Coming around this way, this has what type of tire? Castle Rock tires. I'd swap those out pretty quick. It has a factory equalizer, non-suspension style. This has wide track axles. Essentially, it spaces them further apart, which can help illuminate some of the porpoising that some people get whenever they tow and go over bumps and things. Coming around this way, you have all of your water connections down here, sewer connection down here, TV cable satellite hookup, and then you have a little dog leash connection there. The 50 amp connection here for 2 air conditioning units. Not sure if it has both installed, but at least it's wired for it. Scissor jacks on the back. This has incandescent lighting on the back. It does not have a ladder on the back to get on the roof, but it does have a camera pre-installed on the back, which is nice. Over here, you're going to have a tiny little outside kitchen space. So you have a cooktop and you have a small micro refrigerator back here. And then you have another little dog leash connection here. On this side, you can see the back of your gas electric refrigerator. This is going to be your water heater, and then the other access to your front pass-through storage in the back of your furnace. This does have the LCI solid steps on them. Difference between these and their competitor is that the top step is much deeper than most. And a very small grab handle. Again, Asdel construction on an aluminum cage. And this is the 2557 RB. Let's take a look inside of this unit. Okay, stepping inside, you can see that this has a very cool floor plan to it. So you have your kitchen and your entertainment center on this side. You have a huge wraparound booth-style dinette here. Nice theater seating over here. That points right at the TV, which is also really nice. Has a bathroom here towards the back, which is also really nice. Lots of space in here. Huge countertop area right here. This is because this extends out because you have your outside kitchen space right there. Very, very nice sized shower in here. You could easily be upwards of about 6'3" and comfortably fit in the shower. Coming around this way. I like how they put these contrasting trim panels up on the ceiling. Looks very nice. I like how they've kind of blended the dark tones with the light tones as well, especially with the cushions and some of the window treatments. Has a nice 3-burner Magic Chef cooktop. Give you this cool little pop-up counter here. Some people might say, well, why do they have a pop-up counter there? Why isn't it all the way up? One thing you need to consider whenever you're looking at RVs is what happens when the slides are closed. And if this slide is closed, it could make contact with that. Nice Dometic gas electric refrigerator in this unit. You have your drawers down here as well. Plus you have some cabinetry up top and your small Greystone microwave. Dual basin sink. Very nice, and it's stainless steel. Coming back here, you have a nice sliding door. You have a queen size full length bed, so you don't have the shorter queen. Plus you have plenty of room to get around it, which is nice. And you probably have upwards of 16 inches on each side of the bed to get onto the bed. Plenty of storage on top. It does not have the second AC installed, but it is wired for it, and they talk about that right here. So you could throw a second unit on here relatively easily. But it's a good size front bedroom area, something that's kind of rare in a unit that's this short. Sleeping wise, you could accommodate, I'd say 2 people in here, 2 kids right here, so 4 people. And if you have friends that have sleeping bags, you could throw them down here. It's got a good size refrigerator, and you know, it really has the accommodations to be able to support that. One thing you might want to keep in mind though is the restroom is directly beside the living room. So anything that you hear in the restroom will probably be heard in the living room as well, but that's not really uncommon in RVs. Anyways, I'd love to know what your thoughts are on this unit. Again, this is something that I'd hitch up behind a 3/4 ton truck. There are a few half tons on the market that are equipped with the right package to support something like this, but for the most part, this is definitely something for a 3/4 ton truck. I like the tones, but I'd really like your opinion. Floor plans like this, is this something you could see yourself being in? Especially if you're a couple and you're just trying to get out and see the country, and you don't want to spend a ton of money. A unit like this is generally going to have an MSRP in the maybe mid to high 30s and a sales price probably somewhere in the 20s. Or if you're looking for one near you, look at the website there. Nice little bottle opener here as well. Anyways, guys, I sure hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again very soon.